Good morning and welcome to a surprise bonus reading. It's a surprise for you, it's a surprise for me because it's Sunday, it's meant to be my day off, but they're bothering me. So you can hear actually the noise of the birds outside. The crows woke me up again this morning. I don't know what it is about Sunday mornings and the crows deciding that they want to get me out of bed, but they do. Right, I've got the frog here because I did a pick a card reading for the blue moon, the full moon, the hunter's moon yesterday on the 31st of, well, I didn't do the reading yesterday, but it was for yesterday, the 31st of October. Now, I kept getting certain things through. In that reading, one of the cards that came out was the gem. There was two cards that I pulled, for that reading, and one of them was the gem and one of them was the flame. Now I kept seeing that gem card as I was trying to sleep last night. Like they just kept showing it me, this gem over and over again, and I was barely aware of it. I've got a ringing in my left ear. I don't know, perhaps that means something to somebody. Loud ringing in my left ear. Maybe someone has a bit of tinnitus. And then, yeah, so I kept seeing the gem, and then the other card was the flame, and this morning they were giving me relight my fire, and I was like, right, that was the frog reading. So I feel like this is a continuation of that reading. They were also repeatedly giving me Drowned World Substitute for Love by Madonna, which is the face of you, my substitute for love. My substitute for love. That song, which came from Capricorn's reading last week, which is interesting because the Devil card came out as well for the frog reading, which is the Capricorn card. So I don't know if I'm maybe dealing with a Cappy or someone with Cappy placement. Yeah, so I was getting from... Right, let me just go through my notes. So I had a really bad dream, and I don't want to talk about it because it was quite grim. It was quite scary. But the basic thing was that when I kind of evaluated that dream, what I was getting from it was that there may be a mole in a situation. Now, the frogs, you had sorry, what I've got here is like these little love heart glitter things. They're all over my house. There was one, if you saw my little boy's leg in another one of the readings this week, he had one stuck to his leg as well. Yeah, I've just picked it up from somewhere and started playing with it. Yeah, sorry, the community card, the Four of Wands, came out, which is about solid foundations, the people that you spend time with, where you've kind of put down roots or milestones or events. But it was like there was a mole in this, and they were planning on, I think, writing something. So it's like they were gathering information, they were going to write something. Like an exposure piece, or like it had a backstabbing feeling about it. So I don't know exactly what this is. So be aware of that. The song that was coming through with that for the frog reading was a garbage song. This is not my idea of a good time. So it's like, what I'm getting is see, this All That Glitters card came out, so it's just like a massive jigsaw puzzle, and all the puzzle pieces are kind of all falling into my head, so it's trying to make sense of it and trying to explain what I'm getting, because I'm kind of getting it all at once. So as I was kind of singing the Madonna song and I was shuffling this deck, the pre-shuffle, getting it ready for this reading, clearing out the energy, I was singing the Madonna song, and I got up to I traded fame for love without a second thought. I traded fame for love. It all became a silly game. Some things cannot be bought. And that card flipped out. All that glitters is not gold. I got exactly what I asked for. Wanted it so badly. Running, rushing back for more. I suffered fools so gladly. So it's, yeah, people are wearing masks. Someone traded fame or money. They went after money or fame instead of love. It feels like it was a mistake. All that glitters is not gold. It didn't make them happy. People were wearing masks. There's a falseness. Sorry, they're still going. The face of you, my substitute for love. The face of you, my substitute for love, and it's masks, right? So I'm just running through. Now, sometimes I get songs that are kind of interplaying between each other. So this is this person's situation. And then Relight My Fire by Take That's coming in. Along with the gem card, I'm seeing the gem card, and I'm getting, is it titanium or bulletproof? Fire away, I'm bulletproof. So I'll look all the songs up, and they'll be in the description box below for you. I'm just going to write down garbage because I don't have that in my notes. Garbage, not my idea. Sorry, I'm all over the place, but it's a lot to kind of have in my head all at once, and I've tried to make my notes and organise it, but it's a jumble, so I'm doing the best I can to kind of explain what I'm getting through. So yeah, so it's like, it's almost like what doesn't kill me makes me stronger, and I got that Stronger song again by Britney as well. Britney, I'm just writing them all down. So it's like, that's the gem. It's like forged in fire, and I was kind of picking that up on the frog reading as well. It was like I was being shown the gem inside clay. Now, what the gem means to me is it's your authentic self, your true self, like your soul, your thumbprint, the thumbprint of your own soul. And the reason I see that is because along with the flame card, the flame was providing the light to shine the light on this gem so that it could radiate its beautiful, authentic colours out into the world. Now, the flame perhaps is signifying a love interest, possibly, or something that gets this person all fired up. And it's like when they get fired up, that's when the fire is relit inside them. That's when they truly become bulletproof and hard and tough and glorious and radiant and can take on the world. Because the Take That song is, but if we all stand up in the name of love and state the case of what we're dreaming of, don't turn away, listen to what I've got to say. So the frogs also had as their advice card, it was the broken heart in reverse. It's like they'd been through something that broke the heart. It was a painful experience. It helped them though to kind of have this phoenix energy of being forged in fire, of being stronger than yesterday. It's like, you taught me a lesson, it made me stronger. And now I'm going to stand up for my authentic self, my authentic truth. Help me escape this feeling of insecurity. I need you so much, but I don't think you really need me. With that Devil card, I was picking up almost like an obsessive energy. And with the Flame card, I was picking up Moth to a Flame. So I don't think you really need me. So someone's being quite needy, I think, here. Someone's being insecure, but the other person's got this kind of titanium bulletproof diamond heart, which came through for Libra, actually, a while back. The Empress card came through as well, which is also Libra. So, don't turn away, listen to what I've got to say. Don't turn the video off, listen to what I've got to say if this is resonating. If it's not resonating, stick along for the ride, or perhaps you feel like it's something that could apply to a friend, somebody who's experienced a broken heart but they're stronger because of it. It really showed me the Phoenix card. It's not going to come out because I don't have the deck that the Phoenix card comes from out today, but yeah, it does feel like real Phoenix energy of like, sorry, going back to Substitute for Love. The video of that is... basically, Madonna is famous. She leaves the house. She's bothered by the paparazzi. Then she goes to a club or a bar and everybody's just staring at her and she's not having a good time, right? Which goes back to that Garbage song, This Is Not My Idea of a Good Time. She got what she wanted. She got everything, all that glitters, but she wasn't happy. She felt stifled by it. You know, and then she ends up running back to her house, and her daughter comes downstairs. She wakes up, she's like clearly just woken up, and she scoops her daughter up in her arms, and it's like, this is my religion, this is what matters to me. There's that diamond heart, there's that true soul purpose. It's like children or family or love. So I'm just gonna have a sip of my coffee because I'm losing my voice. We're gonna get into it, but I'm going to put this back in. No, do you know what? I'm keeping that out. I'm going to shuffle a song for you. Now, one song has already shuffled because I had to kind of get it onto the playlist. So the first song that's been shuffled already for you is Yellow by Coldplay. You can see it is on shuffle here. So let's go. What else are we going to get? It's funny as well because this card is very, very yellow, right? I drew a line for you. I drew a line for you. Okay, next song, please. For the people coming to this reading today, for the frogs, can we get a randomised song, please? My milkshake brings all the pause. I don't want any copyright strikes. Milkshake by Khalees. Right, well, that was an interesting twist, wasn't it? Milkshake. Khalees. Maybe this is just the way this person's feeling. This gemstone, this diamond heart of suddenly feeling like they've got it all going on. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Maybe somebody's very, very attractive. They're showing me the Empress card again, kind of like the Khalees's hair, like the wavy outline of the hair was quite similar to the wavy outline on the Empress card in this deck. So they drew a parallel in my head for me with that. So the Empress, yeah, somebody who's really got it going on. The gorgeous, perhaps have a lot of offers coming in, but all that glitters isn't gold, right? So maybe they're finding their own power. Maybe they're finding the true, authentic self and saying, I'm gonna reassessing. It's like a reassessing of the people around them, the what they're going for, what the goals are, who's wearing masks, who's not wearing masks, who's that mole in the situation. It's like somebody's going to try and do some kind of exposure piece, you know, like people do exposure pieces on celebrities, but it's like this person's ready for it. They've got the diamond heart and they know that if they're their authentic self and they focus on the love, then they're going to be fine. They're going to, you know, because they're forged in fire, they can keep going back through that fire. They've mastered it. They've mastered something. Oh, hello phone. Sorry about that. If maybe someone is going to get some information via a phone call or a text, you know, through the phone. They're going to see it on the phone. They're giving me famous faces, far off places, trinkets I can buy. No handsome stranger, petty danger, drug... Oh, okay. Let's stop there. Right, okay. Let's go. So, spirits, universe, what do you wish to communicate to the people who are coming to this frog reading today? Can I get 1 or 2 cards, please, to communicate something? Yeah, secrets, these things. It's funny because in the frog reading I was saying the universe doesn't want you to know something yet. It's not time, and I feel like because it was the blue moon reading, and that was yesterday, it's like perhaps that you've had like a tower moment, a light bulb moment, perhaps something's revealed itself to you, and it's getting closer to the time that the universe has to say what it wants to say. There, look at that for the flame. The flame, right? That was what came out for the frog reading. I don't know how many cards are in this deck, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Let's check. Let's check. You saw me do that, right? I hope I did it on camera. Sometimes the angle can be a bit awkward. I could sometimes pull a bit off screen, but the card flipped and went back in. Now that... So 50, 60, 75 is Roman numerals. 50, 60, 75, 6, 7, 8. 78 cards, so the same as the tarot deck. 78 cards, and the flame came out again. Number 51. Perhaps 51 is important. Perhaps it's your house number. Perhaps it's part of your telephone number. Perhaps it's your age. 51. 5 and 1 breaks down to a 6, which is about foundation, stability, security. Also equality, sharing, equal give and take with people around you. 3 and 6, 1 and 6 is a 7, 1 and 6 is life path. Right, do you have anything else to tell me, please, for this reading? And look again, it's hidden again. I need to try and get it on camera. It's the healer. Now it's interesting you had healing a broken heart as your card, as your advice card, but it was in reverse, so it was like the healing was being done. It was positive. In the underline you've got the animal. That's kind of the beast within. Perhaps this is the flame, right? It could be something to do with Sorry, they're just showing me another card there. The Mentor. The Healer, the Mentor. It said something as well. No. Right, no, it's something else. It was like if certain cards come out with the flame, but it's not these cards. So I'm going to read the flame again to you. I'm going to pull some cards on that. Excuse me, sorry. Didn't sleep very well. I always seem to have a bit of a cold if I don't sleep well in the morning. So, yeah. The fire, the spark, the glimmer. In Sanskrit, the word for fire is Agni. The ancient yogis saw this flame at the centre of the abdomen. Now that's interesting. That's very interesting, because I was actually, I wasn't planning on telling you my dream, but it involved someone having a pencil and trying to jab somebody in the stomach with it. One second, my little boy wants to come in. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. My little boy came in looking for the cat. So yeah, it involved somebody trying to jab somebody in the stomach with a pencil. So I was taking the pencil as this backstabbing energy, or front stabbing energy, of somebody wanting to write something or say something or communicate something that felt a bit like it was backstabby, you know, a bit like a betrayal, like betraying a community, something like this. So the ancient yogis saw this as flame at the center of the abdomen, and this is what this person is striking, this is what this person's going for, and believed it to be responsible for our vitality. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. So I feel like the person in that dream then was trying to attack the flame. They were trying to put the flame out so that the person would lose the connection to the sacred. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten, and protect the flame no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. Right, okay, that's interesting. It is likely that the poet, the mystic, or the shaman would call to you in the language of the flame. Okay, look after your digestion. It says... it says you may have to look at your digestion. You could have something to do with your health and your digestion. So any problems in that regard, do go and get them checked out. It can also mean mental clarity. It says to enliven the connection with this archetypal energy, practice the candle gazing technique called Trataka, Trataka. Notice how lighting a single candle in any space brings magic to the room and creates a sense of reverence. Now it's interesting as well, something else I took note of yesterday, for the Pisces reading, because I was picking up on this love connection that was coming through. I burnt 2 patchouli joss sticks, which I do when I feel like I'm picking up on a love connection. They got towards the bottom, and they went out, both of them together went out, very strange, and I relit them, and they burnt all the way down. So relight my fire, right? Relight the flame. The archetypal fire is at the beginning of all transformation, purification and manifestation. Nearly every spiritual lineage honours the flame. Right, that's interesting. So there's this flame, it's like the fire burning inside you. It's where your passion and your strength and your vitality come from. It's what fires you up, what gets you moving, what motivates you, where is your passion, what are you passionate about? And it's not this, right? It's not whatever that false attraction was. So it said that there's an inner archetype begging you to light its wick, and the archetype card that's come out here is the healer. So the archetype that this is suggesting is within you is this healer energy, and this is perhaps your soul purpose, this is your life purpose, this is what you need to do. So let's read this card and find out more about this. If I can find the card. It's next to the sustainer as well. It's the one after the sustainer, which is interesting, because I was talking about this blob of clay being like what the gem is within in the frog reading. Right, here we go, the healer. It's like having to put the clay into the fire in order to harden it, or like to protect the gem, something like this. Or like the gem is within it and you can shape the clay around it, but the gem never changes, it's authentic. Right, the healer, let's concentrate. the light worker. There we go. Right, frogs, your destiny is to be a light worker. You can Google that term if you like. It's a big term. It's an important term in tarot. I'll briefly say it's about a lot of tarot readers see themselves as light workers. It's about trying to raise the vibration of the planet, trying to always put good out there, to try and lift people's spirits, to try and help people heal and grow, and really to kind of keep the vibe of the community that they're in high. It's I don't see myself as a light worker. I'm not like I'm a light worker, but I do always try to put positive energy out there. I do always try to lift the mood of the room as much as I can. So this may be something that you want to do, you want to look into. Right. The light worker, the gift of the old soul. Though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. It is our natural inclination to remember, to return to, and to reclaim that central and eternal life force, right, from which we can so easily drift away. In Sanskrit, the word avidya means forgetting. Excuse me, sorry. And it is said that this is the source of all suffering and disease. So when we forget our flame, when we forget the passion and the love for the authenticity, for the things that matter, you know, I think that unconditional love is the only thing that matters. It's the only real thing in the world, right? It's the closest thing to spirit, to the universe, to God, whatever you want to call it. That authentic love, unconditional, is divine. So look at the orangey red colours of these cards as well, this yellow here as well. So when we forget how to love unconditionally, when we get harsh, when we want to drag people down, when we want to punish people for something they've said, when we get angry, when we get bitter, when we get twisted, we've lost the ability to unconditionally love. And it's universal as well. We should love everybody. My basic belief is that the universe is everything. God is everything. It's all one big thing. It's all part of one great big machine. So we have to love ourselves in order to love other people, and we have to love everybody and everything, even though they have faults, because that's the only thing that's important. That's the only thing that can heal and help things grow. Where you see people on social media who just spout bile, I should say, and poison and toxicity into their timelines and into everybody else's timelines, and it festers and it's gross. And it's not productive. Yes, people say the wrong thing. Yes, people do the wrong thing. We're human. We all have a shadow side that we're working on. But the only way to burst through that shadow side, to clear it, to clear the toxicity and the bad energies, is to put more light into the world. You can't. They're telling me fight fire with fire, but they're using it in terms of like, you can't fight darkness with darkness. You can't chase the darkness away with darkness. You can't fight toxicity with toxicity. The only way to fight the darkness away is by putting more light into the situation, more clarity, more honesty, more truth, more authenticity, more love. Okay, there you go. That's my speech. Right, turn the video off. Let's go. Right, okay. So what I'm saying is that when people do terrible things, when people start wars, when people bring suffering into the world, it's because people lose this connection to this authenticity, this unconditional love, this light within them. Toxicity breeds toxicity, so light breeds light. We need more light workers. We need more people raising the vibration in order to stop terrible things happening on Earth. So in Sanskrit, the word avidya means forgetting, and it's said that this is the source of all suffering and disease. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways, from multiple angles, knowing the cycle of healing is not linear. It is multi-layered and circuitous in process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. When light, but there's different roots, right? It's like the Ouroboros, but it has 3 heads. So there's different ways. When light, self-contained, grateful, awake. When dark, tired, needy, forgetting its own practice. Go deeper. Asclepius, ear, Danvantari. So I'll just pop that there for you so you can look those up yourself. The wounded healer is not someone who was wounded and is now healed. It is someone who continues to courageously break open the self and the ego as a means for deep integration. So funny, because you had that healing the broken heart. The image of the serpent is eternally tied to healing and medicine, both Western, the Kadakas, and the Eastern, Kundalini. Study the serpent and its power. Okay, I saw the word Kundalini and immediately my back started to go really, really hot. That's Kundalini for me. It's an energy that rises through your chakras of your spine, a little bit like how we've got these like gems in a row. It feels very, very hot to me when I'm getting Kundalini stuff through. Right, let's keep going. Power through with that coffee on this actually quite pleasant Sunday morning. Well, it's gone a little bit more cloudy now. I could see a bit of blue sky when I started the reading. Daughter of Wands on the bottom here as well. Look at that snake. The snake in this reading is good. It's Kundalini energy. It's not, I mean, it could be both, right? We were talking about somebody who's like betraying. This is what is this? 10, 20... 5, 2, 5, that's 7 as well. So this is 7, this is 7. So there's a lot of stuff about life path here. Somebody's destiny is to do this constant healing work, constantly like expunging the venom of the planet and turning the darkness light. Right, okay, tell me about the flame, please. Tell me about the flame. Tell me about the flame. There we go, rebirth. There's the phoenix energy. Relight my fire. Can't make this up. Judgment card. It's Libran and Scorpionic energy for me as a reader. Libran energy if it's good karma, and Scorpionic energy if it's bad karma. It's people getting the just desserts. But it's, yeah, what's coming through strongly for me today is this rebirth energy. Often on this card, the depiction, the imagery is people rising from coffins. It's like something that was dead is now being revived, and it's glorious. It's in the upright, so it feels divinely led. It feels like divine intervention. It feels like you've been judged and you're going to get good karma because of this. It feels very strong and powerful, the energy that is coming through for this reading today. And that's not to say Scorpios are bad. Scorpios and Capricorns always get a bad rap, I think, through the tarot. It's the almost like vengeance if it's Scorpionic energy. I'm a Libra, so I don't know. I don't believe necessarily in vengeance, like actively being vengeful, but I believe in people getting the just desserts. I believe in karma. I think people reap what they sow. I kind of trust the universe to deal with that. So yeah, there's a bit of a difference between the two energies. That's all I'm saying. They're giving me the speech from Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson, and I will rain vengeance upon ye. This came through somebody's reading this week. And also, interestingly, again in Pisces reading, an Ariana Grande song, God is a Woman. Madonna as well. You had Madonna, Substitute for Love. She reads that Bible quote in Ariana Grande's video. Interesting that's come through a couple of times this week as well. So yeah, but it feels very... This is feeling like light worker. This is feeling positive. This is feeling like raising the vibration of the planet, like reviving what was dead, reviving the unconditional love, and spreading it around the planet is kind of how this is coming through. Judgment call, making a good judgment call, remembering what's important. All that glitters is not gold. Right, let's keep going, please. Here we go, the healer. Yeah, it feels very spiritual with this Hierophant card. And it's also like somebody seeking higher knowledge, higher wisdom. It's interesting that the crows woke me up. It's interesting as well that this came through for the Tell Me Anything reading last Sunday. I feel like maybe this is quite an ongoing story I'm dealing with here. We've got the Daughter of Cups. Look at this beautiful rainbow in this reflection on this bird. We've got two birds. We've got a black bird and a white bird. I've got a white bird over here as well. So I'm picking up on this as being the same energy. This seems like it's a feminine energy. It feels like it's perhaps a little bit innocent, quite very genuine, very naive, pure. Maybe not naive. Maybe it's almost like intentionally naive, or not like fake though. It's like simple, like, no, not simple, like just very, very pure, very childlike, very genuine, very open, honest, vulnerable. The Daughter of Cups can be coming in with an apology. They can be coming in with an offer of love. They can be coming in with something out of the blue that felt impossible. We've just had the blue moon, so this may have already happened for you. It's like somebody's here saying, and the rainbow as well can signify healing. It's interesting. It signifies healing and also kind of identity for me. I was talking about how the gem radiates this when you light up that gem inside you, which represents your soul. What are your colors? What shines through? And it's like this person, when they look in the mirror, or when they shine that light through the lens, because the water's surface is showing to me as a lens today. Like when the light reflects on the waters of this person, on the emotions of this person, they radiate these beautiful rainbow colors. Again, chakra, kundalini energy, somebody who's got all the 7 bodily chakras open. The chakras are represented by different colors. This person is very, very strong. They may appear to be quite sweet, quite naive, gentle and innocent, vulnerable, but their soul is pure and strong and true. Believe in the impossible is something that this card says as well. So this person is dealing with the Hierophant energy, I think, or they are the Hierophant energy, where the Hierophant it can be structures, rules, regulations, church, workplace, family, traditions, culture, kind of the established, the status quo, if you like. But there's a key here. It can also symbolize knowledge, higher learning, unlocking some kind of higher energy. He has this key. So to me, it's like somebody is bringing or seeking knowledge here. They've had kind of a revelation moment with this lightning. Perhaps something came out of the blue, kind of struck them to the core. But it's all part of this process of ascending, of becoming this light worker, of becoming this beautiful radiant soul. In the underlying there, we've got the Emperor card. It's interesting that the frog had the Empress card last time, and now we're seeing the Emperor card. They are divine counterparts. They are the divine masculine, divine feminine, the epitome of what you can be as an earthly being. The Emperor is Aries, Taurus, Capricorn energy, but doesn't have to be those signs. It's the energy. This again is Taurus. Could be dealing with the Taurus. Libra is Taurus. Sorry, I said Libra. The Empress is Libra, Taurus energy. This is Libran energy, Scorpionic energy. For those who like to hear the signs, but just remember, we all have a lot of different signs in different places in our chart. Most of us only know the sun sign, the rising sign. So it could just be that somebody has a lot of these different placements in the chart, or it could just be that the planets are doing something in the chart at the moment that's making these energies come through. So don't worry too much if you're thinking, well, I'm none of those signs. It could just be that there's something going on in your chart right now in regard to these planets, or in regards to the planet movements around your chart. Seeking this higher knowledge, seeking this higher wisdom, or becoming a source of higher wisdom. The Emperor is somebody who's got, they can do anything. They are a leader, they're a natural leader, they are very organised, very fatherly, they give good advice, they're very stable, grounded. nurturing. The Emperor is less nurturing than the Empress. The Emperor is a little bit more in control. Somebody may be dealing with some sort of father figure here or boss. Maybe somebody who provides really good advice, really good, solid, sound advice. Or they could be somebody who's maybe a little bit controlling. Maybe has a lot of expectations on them. I'm getting the Cursus Honorum again from classical Latin culture. It was if you were born into a wealthy family, in ancient Rome, you were expected to live up to the deeds of your ancestors, or to surpass them if possible. That was a mark of success, and it was a very narrow career path for people who were quite wealthy. It was like you did the Cursus Honorum or you were a failure. It was like you had to go and be a politician and go to war and basically work up this very, very narrow career ladder. I don't know if that's relevant to anyone. It feels like I've sort of been shown Ovid. Ovid kind of broke out of that and became a poet. Had a lot of success. Ended a bit iffy, but he followed his authentic truth. He was a love poet, and again, I'm getting to kind of like love is very important here. Okay, gonna pull a couple more cards and then wrap it up because I do have to get ready for work today. Crows, you forget that I have to go and work. Good thing I work in a coffee shop though, keep getting that fuel. Okay. Queen of Inspiration on the bottom there. There's somebody who's got that fire burning inside them. Let's go. Can I get a... Again, super secretive. Okay. Oh, they're just all flipping and hiding. Can I shuffle the whole deck, please? Okay. In the underline, there's the Empress. Look, and I'm about to put her next to the Emperor. Yeah, this is either divine counterparts. It's two people who are basically a power couple. The Empress can make things grow. She's the Emperor is the one who directs, who's in control, who makes the decisions, who gets everybody in the right places. The Empress is more of a mothering, nurturing energy, more of a supportive role. She can still stand on her own 2 feet. She can do it all herself if she needs to, but in partnership with the Emperor, she's kind of the powerhouse behind him. And again, we're talking traditional gender roles, so these people can be any gender. Just to kind of make that clear, it's just the gender of the card, the gender of the energy, rather than like me saying that men and women have to have fixed roles. I'm not into that at all. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, so the meaning of the Empress card is this is somebody who's much more nurturing. They're more creative. They're more of an ideas person. They're more emotional than the Emperor. They kind of I feel like this is this person. They're fueled by their unconditional love for the world, their need to nurture and support and make things grow. She is a very abundant energy. She's often presented as being pregnant. It can mean pregnancy, but it's more this idea of like making things grow, which is interesting because we've got this seven of materials card here, which is very much Empress energy. You can see she's planting a garden, she's planting the seeds, she's watering them, she's caring for them, she's tending them, and they're growing. It's going to bring in wealth for her, it's going to bring in abundance. This ability of the Empress to make things grow from nothing, to take the seeds of an idea and to make a forest, to make a beautiful garden. Don't look at my garden's a mess. Not the Empress energy in that regard. But this doesn't necessarily mean gardening, it can be anything. It means having an idea, putting the work in over time and reaping the abundance at the end of it. It's also a card about divine timing, about needing to wait for things to grow, for things to mature, for the right time to collect whatever you've been working on, for the reward, for the payout of the effort you've been putting in. Hello, Bessie. She came in like a wrecking ball. Hi. Yeah, okay, going up on the window ledge. You're watching the birds. Go on then. She's so funny. I watched these videos online of the difference between cats and dogs, and people like line up things like lipsticks. They'll line up a load of lipsticks in a narrow corridor, and the cats normally pick their way through very, very delicately, and the dogs just barrel roll through it all and send everything flying. Bess is like the dog. She's just not delicate and graceful at all. She just knocks everything flying. But she did grow up with a dog, so I don't know. Maybe she thinks she's a bit of a dog. The Three of Voices. The Three of Voices, this is that heartbreak. This is a heartbreak. It's showing to me as very mental heartbreak, though, if that makes sense. It's someone intellectualizing the heartbreak or feeling quite hurt because of their thoughts. It's like the thoughts are what is causing this pain for this person. You can see that they're trying to hide. They're trying to hide from their emotions. They're trying to hide from the thing that triggers them emotionally. They can't really hide though. The tear is pouring over that door. It's like you can only hide for so long here, and then that's going to hit you. I'm also noticing the interest with all these diagonal, like triangular shapes, especially with this flame card here. It's like that. The flame is there. It's like directing. So all this energy, all this light, all this, it's like redemption energy, or realization, or like a light shone onto something. It's all coming into a point and being directed into this person. It's quite painful, but I feel like it's this kind of phoenix energy of being forged in fire. Excuse me, because what comes next is the Eight of Inspiration. So this is the sort of person, they don't sit around moping for long. They very quickly get back onto their own feet. They use, right, that's what it is, thank you. They use pain and heartbreak as motivation to get moving, to put more work in, put more effort in to be productive. Some people, when they experience heartbreak, they waste away from it. This is the sort of person, like, yes, they feel the pain, yes, they have that moment, but then they get up and fight. Not even fight though, they get up and they're like, live to fight another day. It makes them stronger. Yeah, Britney Spears again, right? Like, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. I'm stronger than yesterday. Stronger than yesterday. Ain't nothing but heartache. My loneliness isn't killing me anymore. They're putting their effort into something else, and here it is, that wand energy, that fire. They've relit the fire. It's like, right, yesterday was yesterday. Today I'm relighting the fire. I'm up, I'm moving, I'm focused, very, very focused. I'm putting this work in of planting the seeds of making something new grow. Really abundant energy. This is very much like the Empress energy. I feel like over here is where the Hierophant Emperor energy is. The Eight of Inspiration is taking action and communicating. Yeah, they're up, they're on the feet, they're moving. They're not just sitting there moping for long. The Seven of Materials, putting the seeds in, planting the seeds for the future. And then here's that Two of Inspiration, the Two of Wands. They need to make a choice now. It's like they know this choice is here. It's been looming behind them. Look at all the orange colour. All the orange colour in this reading. It's here. It's the idea that's coming to the head. It's like, no, that's what it is. Okay, thank you. While they're sat there, while they're heartbroken, the brain is still ticking. It's like they get this divine inspiration coming into them that re-sparks. I'm hearing re-sparks that light, and they get up on the feet and get moving. It's like through the heartbreak comes inspiration. It's sort of like if it was this was a songwriter. It's like, yes, they have that moment of pain, but then they channel it into creative energy. All this one's energy is creative energy. It's like they use the pain as a resource. I love it. I love it so much. I mean, not the pain, but the energy of this person. They're amazing. They're really amazing. The Two of Inspiration, then here we go, looking out, watching, waiting, needing to make a decision. It's like that portal's opening up for them. It's been growing in the background. It started as an idea. It's been overlooking them, growing in the background, and now it's here. Now they're on the edge of this portal, this opportunity, this new world. There's nothing here. This is very, very boring. They're looking in this direction. They're looking out. They're thinking, should I stay here? But it's very dull. It's very boring. It's very like the Hierophant energy of rules, structure, organization. And it's like this person doesn't want to be rules, to live in rules and structure and organization. They need to follow that flame, that passion, that spark inside them. So I think they're going to turn around soon and see this open doorway, and they're going to go through into this new territory. Right, okay, cool. Cool. Let's move everything up a bit. Froggy, can you just move over there? Thank you. Pop that there. Okay. It's like maybe they didn't want to tell you this the other day. Maybe they wanted you to maybe they wanted you to have the heartbreak and to pick yourself back up, and now it's like you've passed some sort of test, and they're like, right, okay, here's the inspiration now, here's that light bulb moment that's going to lead you to this new doorway. Look at all the portals. She's like, it's like one doorway closed, right? One doorway closed, but it was a square doorway. It was a boring old square doorway. It wouldn't have suited that person anyway. And now there's this new doorway, this new portal opening up, but it's round. It's funny as well. I kept saying a couple of times this reading, it was like I was picking up on this person who was like they were dealing with square pegs, but square holes, but they were a round peg. And it's like, here you go, like here's your hole. It's like, oh my god, why does it have to be round? I'm going to the lewd place. But it's like, here's this opportunity now. Now that you've stopped trying to go through that square hole that doesn't suit you, that you don't fit into, you're over it really quickly, and now you're working towards going through that more circular hole where where you fit like a glove. They're telling me you fit like a glove. And I'm getting another Madonna song. Is it True Blue? Fit me like a glove, and it's gonna be true blue, baby. I love you, I love you. Yeah, True Blue. Your heart fits me like a glove. A lot of Madonna here. Madonna, thank you. And here's the thing, right? Madonna, creative energy. She's an artist, and whether you like her or not, okay, she's provided this resource for me now. I know a lot of Madonna songs. I grew up listening to her music. I like her. I think she's I love how she is brazenly herself, unapologetically herself, faces so much criticism, but she's like, boom, I'm doing my thing. And this is the kind of energy that I'm getting from this person. I love them. I love this energy. Could very well be a fire sign. There's a lot of wand energy that indicates fire sign, or there's a strong fire sign placement in this person's chart. Yeah, it really feels very like authentically, unapologetically themselves. It's like, do you know what? I am a round peg. I'm going to stop trying to please all these squares. I'm going to go and be creative and do my own thing. Yeah, but this leads to whatever this person's working on. It's building up. I feel like a wealth of material. It's a stockpile of information and inspiration that can help others. And I feel like this is the way the universe works. I feel like that frog's doing a green poo. I'm just going to move that. I feel like this is the way the universe works. It speaks through creative people. It used to speak through the energy of the universe, whatever you want to call that. It used to speak through scribes and artists, and now it speaks through musicians. So we get this huge stockpile of like songs and music. They hit us on an emotional level. They make us think. They make us stop in our tracks. You hear a song, for example, Simply the Best was a song that I associate with my granddad. I remember him really liking that song, and so sometimes I remember being in the supermarket and Simply the Best came on, and I just couldn't. It just overwhelmed me, and I was like suddenly very emotional, and I was suddenly there with my granddad, and it's like that's the power of music, that emotional connection. And it's spiritual. So Madonna's there, creative artist, doing whatever she wants to do, going for the gold if that's what she wanted to go for, going for the fame. But it was all part of the process, her role in the universe, her game to play, her path was to create this song base that now other people can connect with and other people can use in their own projects. So yeah, True Blue, baby, I love you. I love you. Your heart fits me like a glove. It's a pop song. It's a cheesy pop song. But right now in this reading, really important, right? It means something. So if you are working on something, if you're creating something, if you're doing or considering doing some sort of creative project, then, and if you feel divinely led by it, then you probably are creating this resource that can be used unexpectedly by other people, in the future. Okay, let's go. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Just tell me more. Other messages. There you go. This is success, fame, recognition, reward, recognition. And I feel like whatever the previous situation was, whatever was driving this person before, perhaps they hit a bump in the road. Perhaps they felt like they put in a lot of work, they hit a bump in the road, things weren't working out as they expected. But it's like, don't worry. Follow this inspiration, follow the flame inside you. Don't worry about getting the reward and the fame and recognition. So, for example, I'm doing a YouTube channel now. The channel that I'm on now, my tarot channel, I'm doing this because I genuinely think that I'm helping people. I genuinely think that I'm getting messages that people need to hear. People come back to me and tell me that, do you know what, you were spot on, like, and you know, you've helped me, I've done this thing because of something you've said in your readings. I think I'm helping people. I think I'm meant to do this. I think I am, spirit is communicating through me, and I don't know why, and most of the time I don't have a clue who I'm talking to, but I know it's hitting someone. And I know it's helping someone, because tarot card readings have helped me. Other people's card readings have helped me. So it's like, don't do it for the fame. Don't do it for the recognition. Don't do it for the numbers, the followers, you know. Do it because you feel divinely guided. You feel like it's the right thing to do. You feel like it's that fire in your belly. It's your soul purpose. And then when you connect with that, when you're authentic, that's when the reward and recognition and success will come in. Because it's good karma, right? If you're chasing the money, if you're chasing the followers, if you're chasing the numbers, it's bad karma. What do you want from that? Well, that's a substitute for love, right? Real love comes from authenticity, and that's where the victory will come in. Yeah, that blooming Three of Swords on the bottom. This is more like the meaning of this card, but you know, it's this one that's come through, because this is like. Adele's the singer Adele is a good example of somebody who uses heartbreak to you know, funnel it into creativity. Perhaps someone's called Adele. Right, okay. Bit more coffee and then we get your advice card. Here we go, and then I can get ready for work. Where I can get more coffee. Look, poised and ready. Look. That reward and recognition, it's going to come in. Like the stardom, the fame, the being up on a pedestal. The Emperor and the Empress are often people who are up on pedestals. It's going to come in. It's just a matter of divine timing. And when it comes in, if you've done it based on authenticity, then you'll get real, genuine, fulfilling reward and recognition, rather than something that feels quite hollow. Right, let's keep going. Loyal heart, a leg up, polar bears, mum. Pisces, it's funny, I've been picking up on that Pisces energy all the way through this reading. I'm going to read that one. No place like home in the underlying. Now, no place like home is going straight back to the beginning of that that frog reading, because it's, sorry, just I don't know why I'm lining them up so fussily. It doesn't necessarily mean no place like home. It's not telling you stick at your own home. It's I mean, if you watch the Madonna video of Drown Will Substitute for Love, she actually does run back home to her daughter. So this could be what someone's feeling, like no place like home. Like, I went out into the world looking for a home. Like they were looking for something, but it was all a substitute for love, when the love was actually already in the home. It was the, you know, children or family. But the real meaning of this card is like, where do you feel at home? What is your home? What's calling to you? Where do you feel safe and secure and loved? And it may not even be the home that you're in now. You may be feeling called to, or a workplace that you're in now. You may be feeling called to a different place that feels more authentic. So, and look, inside that house, look at the gold shining through. That's where the real gold is. Happy is on the underlying there. Look at that. Like, this reading's great, and she's holding the star. She's holding the star. She's got it now. It's like she's got that divine inspiration that leads to success. She just has to, building blocks. She just has to put that work in. Right? It's all building blocks. This person knows that they can't have something overnight. It's like manifesting, cosmic ordering from the universe. You can sit there and say, I want to be famous. And the universe will go, right, okay. But we're going to do it half-heartedly because you've not put any effort in. You may not be happy with, you know, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. Try and connect to your soul path rather than just wishing for something. Ask why you're doing it. Do you feel driven to do this, whether or not you get the fame and recognition? Because when you do it for a good reason, and when you put the work in, right? What's between this and this is this Eight of Pentacles. It's you have to work with the universe. The universe can bring you exactly what you want, but you need to. It's like a quid pro quo. It's give and take. You have to put effort in on both sides here for it to turn out well. So let's read. I feel like, yeah, the universe is like giving you this leg up, or support, giving you a connection that's going to support you in this endeavour. I don't know if it's going through like endeavour. Where is the book? Where's the book for this? What have I done with it? There it is. Okay, so what have we got? 35, that's number 8. So that's infinity. We've got the Ouroboros up there. Okay, here we go. Fidelity, loyalty, devotion. The oracle's message: evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit to them fully. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected and divinely directed. Exactly what I was saying, right? Exactly what I was saying. Like, the universe is really trying here to bring you authentic success. That was really weird. My video just closed down and the whole app just it was like somebody moved the app. You know when you swipe it to make it small, to make it minimized? It was like somebody did that on my phone. I was like, okay, bye. I was going to say maybe somebody's on Patreon, or maybe there's some kind of patronship where somebody's been putting the work in, and a higher energy is going to come in with an opportunity now, something like this. A leg up. Essential meanings: receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. Delegating authority, I immediately thought of that Emperor card. The Emperor's somebody who's like a boss or a leader. They will delegate authority. They'll know when to and how to as well. They'll do it well. You've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with, who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid, so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. That is almost exactly the energy right up here of the Emperor and Empress. That's kind of what I was trying to explain. The Emperor and Empress can stand alone. They're all 4 kings or all 4 queens of the tarot. They've kind of got all the tools of the trade, very independent energies, very stable. They make things happen. They make things grow. Really, like the best people you could meet. The people who just, they've got it all going on for them. They don't need anyone else. They're not needy. They're very independent. But, excuse me, it's like yin yang energy. When these 2 people come together, they absolutely boss it. They're a power couple. They're like Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? Or Kim and Kanye. Maybe you don't like those people, but you kind of get what I'm going for here. Obama and what was his wife's name? That's so embarrassing. It's just completely gone out of my head. I can see her face as well. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. Don't worry about your politics. I'm just trying to give examples of like power couples, people who are like real powerhouses, really like good on their own, stand on their own 2 feet. They've got their own stuff going on, but they come together and just miracles happen. Like so much growth and abundance there. Real power couple. And I feel like this is what's happening. It could be like 2 people who are quite different. I feel like this person is definitely coming in with the creativity and the passion and the fire. And I feel like they're dealing with somebody who's perhaps higher up, like they've got something to offer. They've got something to... they're in a position where they can offer opportunities or provide financial backing perhaps. This is someone who's a bit more stable, very good with money, very practical, somebody who makes things happen, I think. So yeah, but it's leading to this real genuine success here. Right, a leg up. A relationship message for those of you who are dealing with a relationship. Relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognise you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, so speak up about your needs and ask them for them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind though. Ask and it is given. Okay. So yeah, I feel like this opportunity, this relationship's going to come in, and it's kind of like, it's very quid pro quo with that loyal heart there. There's going to be opportunities. It's going to be it's mutually beneficial as well. The Emperor is going to make something out of this. They're showing me Dragon's Den. It's interesting as well. I burnt you a Dragon's Blood joss stick, and they're showing me Dragon's Den as an example. It's a creative person who's come up with an idea, somebody who's innovative. They're trying to get their own business off the ground. They go in front of the dragons, who are a panel of people who are expert business people, investors, and they pitch their idea, and then the dragons kind of invest. They decide if they're going to invest or not, and they make a deal. Now both people get something out of this. The person who's the person who needs the financial backing, the ideas person, they get their project off the ground, and they receive expert help and guidance to help make their idea grow. The dragons get the benefit of it having a new investment. They are, that's kind of like doing the money, giving the money is part of their agreement to kind of say, right, yes, I'm in it with you. I'm going to give you that knowledge. I'm going to give you that expertise, because it's in my interest to help this grow as well, because when it grows, I'm going to get more money back. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship. I'm seeing could very well be a business relationship. I'm feeling that more than a love relationship here, but it's mutually beneficial, and it's going to create a lot of abundance. It really does feel like power couple energy here. Very, very cool. Right, okay, that's it. We're done. Done your reading. I've got to go and upload it now and get ready for it. So do take care. Leave me a like if you liked. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this with friends if you think this is their story, if you think that connects more with them than you, or if you think it's particularly relevant to somebody, please do share it. It really helps me out. I want to get the messages out there to as many people as possible, in the hopes that I'll help more people. If you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. If you want to come in as a stealth watcher, not hit any of those buttons, you don't have to smash any of the buttons, it's fine, I totally understand. Take what you need, and I'm just happy to help you. So yeah, go and run with it. Go and do that creative project that you know is speaking to your soul, and that connection is going to come in for you. That's really going to help you out. Don't worry. It's like almost like don't worry about the money. If you're worried about investment, it's like an opportunity is going to come up for you, or you may have to actually actively take steps to approach an investor or somebody to support you and work with you. Take it as it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. Take care, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.